Hello, welcome to the Panasas booth at IBC 2016. My name is David Sallak. I am the product manager with Panasas, and here at the IBC 2016 show, we are announcing the delivery to market of the direct flow driver for PanFS. Direct flow is our parallel I/O protocol for scale-out NAS workloads in production media and entertainment. The advantage of our workload with direct flow is that we know a lot of production users in creative editorial and finishing care a lot about high performance when they're working together in groups doing performance editorial or graphics. The thing that matters the most is that storage is very responsive to teams of users doing graphics and working with video. But they're also, we find in the marketplace, looking for easier to manage workable storage solutions that scale and are highly available, and that's Panasas. So at the IBC show, we're showcasing that direct flow is launched, and I'd like to bring in Steve Birch, who is a member of our creative team with Trilogy Video, and they produce all of our creative content that we use at Panasas. So with Steve's help, he could showcase and describe a little bit of the user benefits of working with direct flow on Mac. Steve, come in.
Thank you, David. So what we have here are two identical Macs, both identical in configuration. They're both connected to the Panasas Active Store 20 via 10 gig Ethernet. And what we've done here is the only difference is this Mac Pro is running direct flow, and this Mac Pro is running standard NFS. We've already ran a AJA Video Systems I/O test, and you can see the differences are extreme. And what we were able to do, excuse me real quick, is do a session here last year for Panasas' NAB video wall. We shot it all in 4K. So what I've done is lined up a series of 4K files on each of these. These are identical Premiere Pro sessions, and they basically wanted to show you what those numbers that you just saw equates to in real world productivity. I'm going to go ahead and start here. This is the Mac Pro running NFS, and these are raw red files, and you can see pretty much right away it gets clunky. It would be virtually impossible to make any sort of editing decisions with this kind of environment. And then I'm going to go ahead over to this top one that has the direct flow from Mac client. And now we're going to hit the red section here. Here's two piled on top of each other. We're going to go right to 4, and then on to 5 and 6. So what you're about to see is 6 uncompressed red raw files playing simultaneously, which is, any of you that have been stuck editing raw red files knows it's pretty amazing. So we were able to get this project out and done rather fast. So I'll hand this back over to David.
Thank you, Steve. So what we wanted to have you experience with this presentation is that we designed the direct flow protocol to give you better performance over simple, easy to use 10 gig Ethernet. This even works over 1 gig Ethernet or some of the emerging Ethernet protocols such as 40 gigabit Ethernet. We fully expect that we'll be able to support this as well. A lot of the customers that we are experiencing today recognize that working with SAN is difficult. It works fast, it's very reliable, but it's hard to grow and take on that next video project or visual effects project while you're trying to get existing productions done. So you often have to deploy different islands of storage. With Panasas, that problem goes away because you can scale out our project, add another 100 terabytes to the 500 terabytes you have, and be able to add production capacity and throughput to be able to get workloads done. And this is very important to end users, but the performance has to be there too, and that's direct flow for Mac. We thank you for visiting our booth over at IBC this year, and glad to be talking to all the users over at Post Perspectives, and thank you very much for spending time with us. I'm David Sallak with Panasas. Have a great show.